Morning, everybody, and welcome to your maths lesson today. Today's learning intention is, can I measure and calculate perimeter? Just give yourself a second to think about that word, perimeter. Can you remember what it means? The success criteria is here on the screen. I'm not going to go over it right away. I'm just going to go and show you an example of perimeter. You may need a little refresher. So here we go. The perimeter is the total length around the edge of a shape. This is how we calculate it. So first we need to know the measurements of every single side of the shape. In this instance, we're just keeping it simple with a rectangle. Here you can see the length being measured. We've got 6 centimeters for the length. Now we've got the width or the height, 4 centimeters. And we keep going the whole way around the shape until we've measured every single side. That's really important, especially with the more complicated questions. You need to remember to measure every single side. And now it's very simple. We just add up every single side. So there we go. 6 plus 4, 6 plus 4 equals 20. You could do 6 times 2 and 4 times 2, but the answer would still be 20. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 20. Okay. So that's what perimeter is. Here's a nice little example. I'll do one, and then you'll have a quick go at doing one. Okay, so I need to measure every single side. So I know this is a rectangle, therefore, if this side is 8, then this side is 8. And if this side is 2, this side is 2. I'm using the known facts about rectangles. So now I've got 8 plus 8, 16. And I've got 2 plus 2 is 4. So I did a little bit of mental calculation, but also just jotting some stuff down. So the answer is 20, but I must remember we are measuring distance around something. We must also put the units there, which is centimeters in this example. Okay, guys, so have a go yourselves now with this one. Just pause the video and have a little go. If you haven't finished yet, pause it now, because I'm going to reveal the answer. So hopefully you've discovered that this length and this length are, of course, the same. Same for the width, 4 and 4. Therefore, 9 and 9 is 18. 4 and 4 make 8. And then, of course, if we add those two together, we've got 26 centimeters. So hopefully that's got you back into thinking about what perimeter is and doing a few nice simple calculations. But usually shapes are not as straightforward as rectangles, and sometimes we'll be challenged with composite shapes, which means a shape that's made up of different shapes. So here we've kind of got, we could break this shape up into two really, and you could kind of think of it as 2 rectangles together. Anyway, that's what we call a composite shape. What we need to consider here is, have we got every single side measured? You may think, yes, we have, because we've got lots of numbers, but on closer inspection, if we look at the vertical sides, we've got the 6, we've got the 3, we don't have anything here. So many students may make the mistake of just adding the numbers that are there and thinking that they're done. But without that missing number, the answer won't be correct. The key here is we have the longer side, which is 6, and then we have 2 shorter vertical sides, which are 3 and an unknown. But we know that the 2 shorter ones, these 2, will be the same in total as this big one. Because if we took this side here and placed it on top of this side here, they would be the same length as this one here. So we know 3 plus 3 make 6. Yeah, so they must match. And we can actually double check that is true with the numbers that they've already given us on the horizontal. So on the horizontal, the longest side is 9. And if we check the two shorter sides, we've got 6 and 3. And as you can see, 6 plus 3 makes 9. So it fits the rule that the two smaller ones equal to the biggest one. So that's step one. Make sure you've got every single side. And now it's just the same as before. You just add them up. So it doesn't matter how you do this. I might go for all the 3's first. I've got 3, 3, and 3. That's 9. I like to kind of maybe cross them out, because with so many sides, it's very easy to count a side twice. Now I've got the 6 and 6. So that's 12. And then I've got the 9 there on its own. Okay, next I'm gonna do 9 and 9 is 18 in my head, plus 12, 30. And the units, again, I need to check the units. There we have it. Okay, so the perimeter of this composite shape is 30. All right, guys, time for you to have a go. So once I reveal this, if you just pause the video now, think about what's missing, which sides are missing. Rewatch my example if you can't quite remember how to do it. And off you go. Give it a pause, give it a go. Okay, if you still haven't finished, pause it now. I'm going to go over the working out. So if we look at the if we look at the vertical, we've got this 8 centimeter side. We've got short 5 centimeter side. We know that this one plus the 5 will make the 8. So the missing number here must be 3, because 3 plus 5 make 8. The two small ones make the big one. Same now when we look at the horizontal. We've got the longest horizontal one here, which is 5. So that means the two shorter horizontal ones should make 5 as well. We know this is 2, therefore this must be 3, because 3 plus 2 is 5. So now we've got all our numbers in. It's just a matter of doing the addition. So let's go for ones that go together nicely. So 5 and 5 make 10. That's a nice one. 8 and 2 make 10. That's a nice pairing there. So I am looking for numbers that fit together. Number bonds to 10 is always good. Number bonds to 20 sometimes. Whatever keeps the additions easy. Finally, I've got 3 and 3. We've got 6 there. So 10, 10, and 6. So for this one, hopefully you got 26 centimeters there. Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to introduce the skills for you now. Skill 1 is calculating the perimeter of composite rectilinear shapes. Shapes that are made from rectangles, basically. But on this example, they're drawn on square paper. So you can just count the amount of squares that goes the whole way around the shape. Okay. Skill 2 is just like the question that we practiced just now. Like here, you'll have to find some missing values. And then the extension are some word problems and reasoning based on perimeter. Okay. If you feel confident that you know which skill you want to do, you can stop the video now and go and start that challenge. If you'd like to see a few more examples, stay watching. I'm going to show you a few examples of skill 1 and then one more example of skill 2. So goodbye to some of you that are going to go now, or maybe pause it and try. The rest of you, let's just do a few more. So this is what skill 1 will look like, very similar to this. So you're just going to put a dot in the corner and then just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So for that one, perimeter is 16. Yeah, so again, choose any corner you want. I put a dot there because sometimes if it's a long shape, you do forget where you started. So put a little dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 for that one. You may want to pause the video now and try C by yourself. Okay, and hopefully you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 for that one. Okay, and then we have centimeter because it's on centimeter paper. Okay, last example. Here we have another one that has some missing sides. So again, I need to check both my vertical and my horizontal to see if all the values are there. So if I start with vertical, I have my long vertical side here, which is 11. And I have a couple of shorter vertical sides. We've got 5. I'm just thinking what goes with 5 to make 11. So I can go, okay, 11 minus 5 is 6. And just check by adding. 6 plus 5 is 11. Yeah, that's great. Just check that I've got all my horizontals. So the longest line is 8. So hopefully the two small ones make 8. So 3, 5. So that's it. We've got every single side now. So I'm just looking for any pairs that go together nicely for the addition. So I've got 5 and 5. I like to scribble them out so I don't count them twice. What else have we got? We could go with 8 and 6 is 14. And then 11 and 3 is also 14. Okay, that's great. So 14 and 14 is 28. Plus the 10, 38. Or you could just do column. 4 and 4 is 8. 1, 1, 1. So 10, 10, 10 is 30. So 38 centimeters. Okay, everyone. Good luck with the challenges. See you again soon.